Welcome back. The snow is falling and we're doing an overhaul to our food delivery system. Thank you for your comments, and we're going to lay down a granary here. We're going to make the room. I've had some advice that we need to open up all the delivery methods to all of our businesses, and we need a granary down here in our new section. So we could lay it down here and a granary here. So we'll do that and explore the granary system, because I wasn't too sure how that was going to work. We're going to demolish these buildings to make some room for the granary, and we should be able to fit it in here, I think. So we'll do that. Speed up the game, and we're building our chicken farm. And there's no reason why we can't build some fairly large fields, as we're only going to have 6. Alright, let's see what the trader's offering. Iron, lime, salt, and they're demanding wheat and chicken eggs, so we're definitely going to ramp up production of chicken eggs, and we'll see what chickens eat exactly. I mean, they've got different options, haven't they? So it's either sunflower, buckwheat, or wheat. I think we're just going to have a... Yeah, we'll just focus on wheat, buckwheat, and potatoes in the new farm. I think we can still make potatoes and have that 4-year rotation, and then we'll have 2 fields each year that will be dedicated to wheat and also to buckwheat and then to potatoes. So there'll be plenty to feed a load of chickens. So we could have quite a few chicken coops here. So that'd be interesting. And we've emptied out these market stalls. We'll get rid of them because we've got 4 over there, and we could rethink about where we put them. We could have 2 either side of each bridge, which was a nice suggestion, but we would have to get rid of that stone deposit, so I'm not sure. We'll just demolish. We don't need to wait for anyone to take those down. Speed back up. So I'll just see where the space for a granary will go. Yeah, that'll fit in very... Ooh, yes, that'll fit in very nicely indeed, actually. Almost as if that spot was made for it. And I almost quite fancy repositioning some of these market stalls. We could have a little square of market stalls up there above the granary. That might look quite nice. And we've got the wagons going out and about now. We've got 3 wagons there. We're ordering our wagons there, aren't we? And we'll just see what's holding those up, because... Okay, it looks like we're waiting on wood, which we've got half of, and metal parts. So let's just make sure that we're bringing wood in. Yeah, we've got 8,200. Look, we're demolishing... Oh no, we're building wells, aren't we, down there near the tannery? There we go, there are 5 wells, and they'll be well positioned for another tannery if we need it to boost production. We've got our 3 batches. Oh, we're just gathering raw materials for the next batch. And based on this warehouse storing everything we need for the tanning process, we'll just see the gap in between those batches reduce, hopefully. So February to May, and then we'll have a look at what the next one is, May to whatever it's going to be, but it'll be the one after that, batch number 4. When it flushes through, when it comes round, that'll be the one. Oh, look, we're delivering everything to the farm. Look, loads of wagons just delivering everything all at once. So we're being offered live chickens. Oh, they're demanding all sorts. Right, we can do some deals here. We've got 2 trading posts set up, and we're just going to make loads of money. We'll see just how much we can make. Yeah, let's just employ full people at the trading post, because we'll be doing a lot of trades. Got 3,000 sunflower oil, so let's do the maximum order, which is 2,000 for 360. We should have buckwheat by now. Only 700. I don't know if we traded any already, but let's do 700 buckwheat, because I think we've got it in the many thousands now. 700 buckwheat for 70, that'll do. And we don't have any of the other stuff, so not for now. few people with financial worries. I am surprised because we've put the money right up to 410. Market products prices, let's just put them down a bit then, and the rent to 140, and just see if that helps. And we're on 870, but we've got some trades going on, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll speed up the game. So once we've made our farm, we'll lay down the fields, and we're in January, so it may be built in time, and then we can demolish those wells pretty quickly, and then build up a granary. And once we have, let's build a granary down here then. Where should we have? Should we have the granary in this new villagey square? Granary. So yeah, that would be nice to have it next to all our market stalls. So why don't we just lay it down like that, and it'll be near enough the farm as well. So that would be cool. There we go, we've done it. Laid it down there. This will develop nicely. I'm not 100% sure about the layout yet, but as things develop they end up looking very nice. Do wish I could demolish that house though so we can have a cut through. That farm still needs a bit of building, and actually we don't have a full complement of builders. If we look at our town hall, we've only got 3. But that's fine because we're not in a huge hurry to build. Get another builder. Okay, looking good. So what we're going to need to do as well is, in our market stalls we've been advised to open up the resource supply to all types of delivery. So we'll do that and see how it works. So basically you can have your own workers who actually work within the premises, help to fetch and deliver stuff. Also you can have just ad hoc labourers just coming in, there we go, like so. And you can have labourers deliver stuff by hand or use a cart, and then also you can have stuff by wagon. So if you did want to prioritise your wagon deliveries to just be used in certain businesses, you could, so that they're not too stretched. But yeah, being advised to just open up all these options and let's just explore it. There we go. We've got the labourers working now to supply our markets with more goods. So it looks like there was a big demand. And here we've got on the labourers limit 2. So I just want to put 1 for now on the markets, and we can always change that and increase it if we need to. There we go. So down to 1, apply to all. I'll just see if that has gone to all. Yeah, it does. Okay, so it would be good if you could just put the resource supply and then apply it to all actually as well, because that will be a very bitty thing. And it makes sense that you should need to do that. So we've done all these 4 market stalls. And we'll do it to these as well in the middle. And actually we want to have 4 really up here will do. So let's get rid of this one. We need to make empty. Make empty, yes, really make empty. And then when you're empty, it'll have a tick above it, so you know. And then we can just demolish it. This one will demolish as well. Yes, really make empty. Then we'll wait for it to be demolished, and then we'll see if we can squeeze 4 in here. Our farm's been built. Yeah, we're going to have a think about how we squeeze 4 market stalls in here. I'm not even sure if that's possible. So we'll just delete them for now, and then we'll work out a space that we can put them all in. It could be down here actually. Could probably fit 4 in there. 1, 2, 3, and 1 opposite maybe. Or just 4 in a row. On the side of the... Right, let's build some more wells. So, because we've just removed a few, can't really squeeze any in there. Ooh. Yeah, we can squeeze a well in there, and we can put probably a few here. But that's where the granary's going. Let's put 1 here. Yep. So we've got rid of 3 wells, so I'll just lay down another one in the spaces. Yeah. So there was a spot near here, there we go. It's probably out of the way of a bench. And quite fancy the idea of having a bench outside the wagon shed. Oh, running out of room. Well, let's put a bench down here anyway. Someone can sit there and watch the horses. That won't get in the way of the granary because it's in line with the entrance ways. And these can go now, they've got the tick above them. So we'll demolish that. A bit admin-y this episode, but we're getting up close and personal. And we'll just slow the game down. We're in March, so we could get some fields going in the new farm. Let's lay down this granary first then. Is it going to let us with the... if we put the granary with the entrance opposite the wagon shed, then that makes a bit more sense. Ah, won't let us get it. That's going to be annoying because it won't let us get it level with the fence behind it. Oh, there we go. Ha. Won't let me lay it down now. Anyway, we'll get that laid down once all these things have been moved. There we go, there's our farm, chicken farm. So let's lay down our fields and we'll just put it on pause just so we can make use of this farm this year, I think. So we'll bring down the fields to be a bit bigger. And just see how big we can go actually. I'm sure there's a maximum size. So we'll go out here. So the entranceway is up there in the middle, or we could have it down there. Let's have it down here. Whoa, how big can we go then? What's the too long? Yeah. Good if it could tell you. Too long, too short. Too short. Too short? Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay. Well, I'm sure there's lots of messing around to be done with field size, but that seems like a good big size field compared to what we normally have. So we'll go with that. There we go, there's another one. And we might just leave the whole top bit of this for animal production and just have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fields. 4 of which will be for the chicken feed, and the 5th one will be for a little bit of potato, maybe just for the local people, we'll say. We'll have this entrance going up like that. Another nice big field. And because we've got such a size difference on fields, we'll have to make sure we understand which one's for which. So we've got 2 big fields, so we're going to have 2 big crops. We'll make sure the 2 big fields... We're going to have 1 big crop and then a little one year for one of the key ingredients for our chickens, but that's alright because we've got a granary there. That's what it's for. We can get stuff from elsewhere in the map. So let's activate everyone. That's a really nice looking farm. I'm really happy with how those fields are painted out, and we've still got room for the houses to come through, so that's good. Let's set out our rotation on farms, and let's go for a 4 farm rotation. We'll get a worker and a manager, we'll supply for oxen, and we're going to need to have a local hay production. Let's have the hay production up here then. We don't want it to get in the way. Let's have it in the corner there then. And we'll just have 1 for now, and then we can always add it, increase it, which I think we will once we get the chicken coops and stuff laid down. Then we'll have a well, of course. Have it down here. I quite like it down there, or works quite well there, but the other way around. There we go, we'll go with that, and we'll build our first chicken coop. So we go in production, and it's up here at the top. How should we have them? Facing out like that, or sideways? Quite like them sideways, but let's have them going into this, like parallel with this field. Oh, we're going with that. Have a different layout. Then we can have them stacking up like that. And I quite like the idea of a cart park. Do you know what? We're building all the infrastructure here, aren't we? I really like the idea of a cart park just there, but I don't know if we should have a wagon shed as well. So, we need a cart. We've got a cart park there, haven't we? So yeah, let's just have a cart park right next to the farm, to one side, so we can always have another one, can't we? Next to it. So we'll have a lot of comings and goings, and we may need a wagon shed down here as well. Could have a wagon shed there, or on the other side. Yeah, let's do a. Oh, wagon shed fits well there. Fits even better there. If it will squeeze in. Fits well there. Just opposite the granary. Or here. Opposite the farm. I'm not sure. Behind the chicken coop. We've got room for chicken coops either side of the farm there, so let's have a think. Have the wagon shed next to the granary, and we'll have it this way round, so the entrance to the wagon shed is facing all the the granary and stuff. There we go, laid it down. So we're going to have wow, we've got a whole new community here, and we could have another farm, or another few farms around here. If we could have a pig farm, which would be nice, so we could get pig production up to maximum as well. So okay, we'll do that, and let's lay down our field. So we'll just go and play to get some people hired, because once you get your manager, that's when you can start doing crop rotation. So that's why it won't let us add another field yet. You have to have a manager for crop rotation. So we'll play the game, but we've got let's so 2 wheat. Can't change it. So a little tip for next time. Oh, we've got our manager now for crop rotation. Yeah, can't change it. So before you activate your fields, if you're in planting season, don't activate them until you've actually changed the crop. So we're stuck on just making a load of wheat. So we've got a wheat farm, which is good actually, because we have been short of wheat. So we'll go with that. We need to find 6 oxen. And we've got labourers already, so let's just... It's interesting, so this new farm defaulted to 20 workers, but what are the other farms saying? Yeah, they're still on 12, so let's just apply that to all. It would be good if the existing defaults on farms would apply to anything newly built. That's a good suggestion for the developer. And I can't quite write all these suggestions down, so if anyone ever wants to feed these back, that would be very welcome to the dev. Still looking to take this material away, so I'm sure that'll be done in due course. In fact, did that just disappear? Nope, still there. Need this material to be taken away. Make empty. So let's make that. Let's select the make empty. Really make empty. Yeah, look, and then they're taking away the pile. Okay, that just needs to be done automatically as well for more feedback. And we'll just see if that actually happens. Someone going to come along? Is it going to be a wagon? Or a cart? Or are people going to do it by hand? And is it actually going to happen? Yeah, okay. So emptying storage. So that classes as a storage area. And it is saying emptying storage on all these. And then if you hover over the make empty sign, it does say, there we go, yep, people are coming. And a lot of people are doing that by hand. So I'm wondering if that's telling me we need more carts, but no, there's plenty of carts in their stalls locally. So that's for my money, that's another bug where emptying a store, they're only using their hands instead of carts, and that's a lot of material. But that's cool. So we'll wait here and then we'll lay down our granary. We're spinning around, aren't we? We'll go on a bird's eye view. Can we get it level? Oh, that'll do. And we'll go with the fence line on that one. Brilliant. Okay, I'm really happy with that. And this area down here is a bit bigger, and I'm glad I did these larger alleyways because you can fit a lot more in. So how market stalls can we fit next to? If we really squeeze them in. probably do a few. So this will be like Portobello Road. Got 2. They need to move that well. Let's just copy that building next to it for the same rotation. They're a little bit off. Can we squeeze one more market stall in this little row? We can, I think. Oh! Yes! Look at that. How good does that look? Okay, let's hire some people. And we're going to do the works, aren't we? We're going to do everything. And we'll just see what this trader's after. Play the game. They're offering salt, lime, metal parts, iron and sallow. And they're demanding wheat, shoes, buckwheat and chicken eggs. Well, we've got some of that. Let's do a deal. We're still showing 700 buckwheat. Let's just check if we've not sold it. Oh my god, we've got 15,000. Are we not selling it? Something not quite right about the buckwheat there, but maybe that's what our friend has been saying about the granaries. So if we're storing more stuff in the granaries, maybe that's going to help us with the. In fact, I wonder if we should have a granary near our animal farms, but we'll see. We'll see, because yeah. So we'd be proposing storing quite a lot of buckwheat in the granary. Let me know if you've got any advice about how much and of what you should be storing in the granaries, because we're only going to have one in the centre of town. Okay, shoes, 100 shoes. Let's sell 100 shoes for a unit price of 0.32. So 100, 0.32, so 32 for 100. Sounds good. Chicken eggs, unit price of 0.1. Buckwheat 0.1, so let's keep trying to sell that 700 we've got of 70, and then wheat is 0.1. So it looks like yeah, I'd have expected chicken eggs to be a bit more money, because they've kind of like taken a long time to produce, haven't they? You know, we've had to breed the chickens, we've had to grow them, we had to look after them with a worker. Then I guess the same goes for everything else. So here we're going to put beef, buckwheat. We're literally just going down from the top to the bottom. So chicken meat, got up to chicken meat. We're going for clothes, dried fish, firewood, fish. It's important to have firewood in markets. Flour, honey, milk, and you know, we put honey there for when we have it. We'll keep buying honey. The aim is actually to buy as much honey as we can now, so we have a permanent supply. The last item was pork, so we're going with potato, sallow. We're not doing salt, but we are doing shoes, and we are doing sunflower oil now. So that's good. So we've got 1, 2, 3 marketplaces. This is quite a nice one, just down the alleyway in Portobello Road. And then these other places, you can make up your own names for the market. Looking good. Look at all our fields full. Each farm taking its own turn to be fallow. Apart from this one, we didn't get the rotation on that one, did we? But it'll be fine. We've got such a glut in buckwheat, we can feed everyone forever. That's it for you, for the trader. Let's speed up the game. So we're getting there. Next is to open up the supply on all the markets, isn't it? We need the apply to all button for the resource supply, just to the businesses of their own type. So we're enabling delivery by wagon and for labourers by hand. In fact, I wonder if we should really be enabling labourer by hands, because we just want to encourage them to take stuff by cart. So let me know your thoughts on that. But I'm just going with the advice that someone gave to see how it works. Because it might mean for smaller items that you don't need much of, a labourer could just you know, get it in their hands and run it over. Maybe that's more efficient. These guys. And these are new market stalls. So here there are 3 labourers, and if we go on higher options, we've got the limit as 20. We don't want that at all. We just want to go back down to 1 and apply to all. So we need the defaults that are set to everyone else to just apply to new businesses that we build. So that's good. Exploring the game, still in alpha, so they're taking suggestions. Alpha 3, released on Steam. Ooh, we're selling a lot of shoes here. We've got space here, so we could start selling sunflower oil. Let's do it, because we've got 5 farms now. I mean, that's got to be enough, surely. But only 2 of them are producing a little bit of sunflower and hemp. But we will get money. We'll still get money for selling sunflower oil to our own people. So we've opened up resource supply for all of our markets, except for this little random one on the end. You're doing firewood, fish, buckwheat, potato. Do you know what? Let's just add a bit of logic to this. Our staple crops are potato, buckwheat, and firewood, and then wheat, which we make into flour. So let's just do that. And I know they're near the fish as well, but that's fine. So we've built a granary. What are we going to have stored here? What do we do with the granary then? Granary is for holding food. Food that we sell in our markets, I guess. So we could hold, or you could say, well, granary is for holding everything that we have in the farm, but that would be a bit silly because we can just hold it in the farm anyway. Let's hold a bit of everything for our markets then. Let's do like 500 of everything. So let's do beef, buckwheat, chicken eggs, chicken meat, dried fish, fish, flour. You can see what's happening. We're going to run out, aren't we? We're not making honey, so we won't do that for now. We'll do milk because it's the other side of the board. Pork. Potatoes. So we've run out of space, so we need 2 granaries really. So let's just demolish the wagon shed and build another granary. Is this what we should be doing? Who knows? But we'll test it out because it'll be interesting to see. We'll put the wagon shed back down. I like the idea of it being there. Keep it in line with the other buildings and not follow the angle of the houses. And we are cutting off, so we'll just have probably 4 chicken sheds. So why don't we lay down those and just see if we've got the space. Yeah, looks like we have, so that's good. Okay, cool, I'm happy with that. And we'll probably need a bit more water if we've got loads of chickens coming. So I know we've already got 1 well. In fact, let's just lay down a platform. So we've got a platform up there. Is it going to be closer to the people? Let's lay the platform down near where the market stalls are. And over there. And we can always have another one over here. In fact, let's do it. Unlimited water, people. Let's have it here, across the bridge. So you have to come down to the mainland from the little island. Lay down another couple of chicken sheds. We're getting there with our newfound land, our expansion into our chicken farm, and we're going to have so much chicken. It's not just going to be chicken eggs, it's going to be chicken meat, isn't it? So we'll have 1 there and 1 here. Looking good. Building our first chicken shed in the chicken farm. We don't want our chickens escaping. Combining forces together and escaping. Make sure we keep a handle on them. Okay, feeling quite good about that. Now, also the other suggestion is that we increase the supply to everyone in all. Yeah, I mean, so let's look at the animals. We've only got the workers delivering stuff, but let's open it up to labourers and wagons. And we can, yeah, okay, we'll put the limit down to 1 though. good if you could set defaults. I know you don't necessarily want it to apply to everything, but then having to do it each time is it's very time intensive, but also it's good to have that option, I guess, because you can really tailor your resource supplies, can't you? Because we've just added labourer by hands, labourer by cart, and also included delivery by wagon. I'm not entirely sure it shows a delivery option when a wagon's delivering, but it does. Yeah, I guess it doesn't for workers either. So we've done that for... set the limits for all stables. We'll do the... yeah, we're increasing options for the pigsty, and again set all limits down to 1 labourer. So we do not want to suck that supply away from the farms or anyone else really. We'll just have it all going into one... like one business. So if we click on this stables now, it won't have all this done, which we do want. We'd like to set that default to all. We want a default to all button there, please, developer, because you've got it for labourers, but that hasn't worked. I don't think. Apply to all. Applied to buildings 1. Yeah, the apply to all button isn't working for the stables because I've got 2 stables and it only applied it to 1. This pig pen, I've done the labourers limit there and applied to all, and again it's saying applied to 1 building, but this pig pen, oh, it has done it, okay, that's cool. So I guess when it says applied to other buildings, it's just 1 other building. Chicken shed, we haven't done this chicken shed yet, have we? Oh, we have, but we didn't set the labour limit, did we? May not have applied to all. Applied to buildings 5. Ah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why 5? Okay, anyway, there we go. We've ticked all the labour options for all these animal pens. What are we doing for farms then? For resource supply? Oh God! Oh, big mistake. We definitely want resource supply by wagon. Whoa, because that's where the big stuff's coming from. Okay, come on, let's ignore this trader and just do the resource supply by wagon. Okay, fine. Whoa, and this one, we've got all of our wheat coming out. Okay, wagons are going to start getting busy, I think. I was wondering why they hadn't been going up to farms and doing stuff. Okay, nice. And it's nice to see lots of labourers coming down here, because before this update I'd had outlying colonies on the edge where they were struggling for supply, and it was more all focused in the middle. We've got 4 labourers there. None here, but I mean what we could do, because it's all fallow here, we could unemploy everyone down to just 1 worker, because we still need to supply for the oxen, and squeeze out 4 more workers, but you know, we've got enough people, we don't need to micromanage like that. Yeah, I'm happy we've got enough workers in each of the farms as well. So let's see what we're dealing. Offering cows, pig, iron, horse. How many iron and have we got? 7,000 iron is more than enough. We don't need to buy any more. We don't need any animals that they're offering. And they're demanding flour, dried fish and clothes. Well, we haven't really ramped up production for that yet. We've really got 2 farms making the luxury stuff, haven't we? Right, down here we're going to have more housing along the shoreline, and opposite maybe. Don't know what we'll have in there. And we're going to have a pig farm, and we're going to have a luxury goods farm for sunflower and stuff. Got it on an okay rotation, because we have a farm in there and then maybe a farm down here. Yeah, maybe to the left nearer the houses. And yeah, so that'll be good. We'll have loads of fields that we can surround a farm with. Okay, so the pig farm will be on the right here, because it will need less fields. And our luxury goods farm will be down here, maybe with really big massive fields, and we're just going to be doing hemp and sunflower, and then intermingled with buckwheat. we'll have that on a really nice rotation. So that's how we're ultimately going to achieve maximum production. That's the plan. And in the meantime, we'll have filled this with some stuff that we'll work out. And it'll look really nice. And we've got our granary down here for this section. And our wagon store and all our markets and everything. So yeah, that'll work quite well, I think. We're just going to have a question mark over labour supply, because it's going to need a lot of labour in these farms. So we might need to have quite a few houses. Have to work that one out. Yeah, that'll be an interesting one. Okay, we're building our granary. And we have ticked the wagon supply button for our farms, finally. And we're doing the harvest. Look at this, this is a nice view. 2 farms being harvested. 780 in the bank, 263 people. And they're going all after this field. They're going after the same one opposite at that far end. Must have been the first one to, must be the first on the list. Have a look at the people in our village. If we have it from this perspective, it's quite a nice angle. It's our slaughterhouse and then our clothing manufacturing line. Cart shed, not really being used, but that's okay. Starting to harvest this field. Lots of people coming in and out of the farm. All the workers coming to and from work, earning their money so they can buy all their food, their goods. Oh, this is a nice view. Look, everyone's really active here. Going up and down the town centre into our shared bit. Anyone using the church? Doesn't say anything about the church. Yeah, people are going in the door and out. Here we go. And we've got the uneven terrain, so we're in a bit of a valley in the middle down here to a low bit for the church. Then going up there, uphill, and then uphill up here into the village. Oh, 2 outlying houses on the end here. They're just completely surrounded by people with their own dedicated market stall, their own archway. How busy is this main street? Pretty busy. I guess a lot of people will be using these markets. Click on one and see what people are buying. They're buying a lot of pork and just some chicken there. And we've sold more and more food. Wow, look at it compared to last year. Maybe that's just when we made them. 750 pork, 740 sallow, 600 and odd chicken meat, 300 beef. Beef production's really ramped up. And once we get our chicken farm up and running, we're just going to have chicken eggs coming out of our ears. So at the moment we're selling 1,000. Still quite a lot, isn't it? How many chicken eggs are we selling here? It's the first one, isn't it? So far 263. And then how many here? 576. That's a new market, isn't it? Let's have a look on our economy, see what's happening. So we've got produced in 1734, 1600, 1733, 1900. So we're partway through the year. Sold in 1733, which is last year, 2000. This year, 1500. So we'll keep an eye on that and see if it shoots through the roof. But oh no, well, actually, in my mind I was thinking with chicken eggs, but that's Chicken eggs, okay. So produced 2,100. So far 1,700 this year. Yeah, 2,100 sold last year. So we sold everything we produced. Cool, we're producing a lot of eggs and milk, aren't we? There it is. You can pause the game and have a good look at the... we'll go down to the bottom as well. So have a look at everything there. What are we doing with sunflower oil? We don't have much sunflower oil in stock, but we are using it now. We're selling it to our people. We don't have many sunflowers, but we're going to produce a farm that will take care of that totally. How much... how many hides have we got? 290. Okay, interesting. Messenger is demanding chicken eggs. We'll get them to you, my man. Horseshoes we can do 50 of. I know we've got those. 47, because we can't select 50. 23.50. So they're 0.5 in money. They're 0.5 each. So that's a lot. That's one of our most expensive goods. So thinking about it, we're going to up our limit of horseshoes because we've got so much iron, and we've got 2 smithies. Oh, we do have 100. Okay, next time we'll sell 100. Oh, and there we go, buckwheat harvest. We've got nearly 2,000 stored in the... So how much have we got? 17,000. God, yeah. We can definitely sell buckwheat every day. And how much flour have we got? Flour 0. How much wheat have we got? We're finally bringing in the wheat with our wheat farm. Okay, it'll be a shame to move that over to a rotation in a way, because wheat is working well, but it does have to be rotated. So we'll go on to 4 farms. Oh, and we need to make some ox. Let's make some ox. Put on the 4 farm rotation. So wheat goes to buckwheat on 2 of them, and then onto potato. And then we're going on to potato, then wheat. So we'll need to change this first row once it moves on. And then... yeah, we're 1 field short, aren't we? So we'll just do the last one on to... we'll go wheat and then buckwheat and then potatoes on the first one. And that'll be fine. We've got a granary, 2 granaries here. So let's add it on. Let's do 500 of each just to explore that. And I wonder if the wagon can pick up a mix of stuff and just fill this up quite quickly. We need to make sure we hit wagon supply, and we need to employ a worker. So we're really looking deeper into our distribution systems. Take from other granaries. We won't tick that yet, but we can take from other granaries if we need to. Resource supply definitely by wagon. We're just ticking all the options as advised by someone, and we're just going to go labourers limit 1 because maybe that will encourage the workers and the wagons to bring stuff. Got wagons coming. Yes, the wagons are doing stuff. Are they unloading from the wagon? Yeah, I think they were. Oh, brilliant. Okay. Looks like the wagons are doing their job, and so we'll make sure we fill that one up for sure. Now, let's get over here and make some ox. Yeah, we've got loads here, so we should be maintaining our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be maintaining our cow sheds and slaughtering all the bulls so we have plenty of cows. Don't want too many bulls. Okay, so that's a bit of admin you need to remember to do. Just ticking the slaughter button for a load of bulls, because the more cows we have opposed to bulls, the more milk we're going to make. So bulls are kind of no good. And that's why in the world industry, and quite often certainly the UK industry as well, there was this big thing about, slaughtering very young male cows just when they were babies, because they have no use in the industry. But we're waiting until they're 1 year old because we have morals. So there we go. They call it veal. Slaughtering all the boys. I can see why it was done now. Got our first chicken coop. Let's hire a worker. And that's an amazing finish to this episode. So join me in the next episode where we're getting the chicken farm up and running, and going to pick something else to detail on and check out and expand into. Thank you for watching.